Hi everyone. Today we're back to make another beautiful tutorial of a bracelet that I had posted on I Bead for You's Facebook page, and I was looking for a name, and I came up with I didn't come up with it, but there was several people that played in the contest, and this is the bracelet, and the name I have chosen for this, it's called Chantilly lace. It just suits this bracelet. So I really think everyone's going to enjoy this tutorial. I've made this one in several sizes and in different colors. I've made it in a red and a yellow, kind of funky looking. I've made this one in some gunmetal black, matte finished superduos and pearls. And I made this little tiny one for my granddaughter because she loves this bracelet so much. So Grandma had to make her one too. Anyways, this is the bracelet that we're going to make today. It's very simple. Beginners can make these bracelets. If you follow the tutorial and you get stuck, just rewind the video, go back and rewatch it. So for the project today, what you're going to need are super duo beads, or you can use twin beads. There's a little bit difference between the super duo and the twin, but they both work. This color I'm using is turquoise silver Picasso. Now you're going to need a 11/0 seed bead and a 15/0 seed bead. Now you can make them match in color, or you can change the color. You don't have to make your bracelet the colors I'm making it. Just use your imagination. Make it yours. Make it your own. You're going to need a 6/0 seed bead, and this is kind of a funky colorish, tannish browns. It's kind of neat. You're going to need 4mm rounds, and these are in a burnt amber color, brown, whatever color you want to call it. And this, you're going to need either a 3mm crystal round, or you're going to need a 3mm pearl. The rounds in the 4mm, they can be pearls as well. So anything, whatever you got on hand. As you can see, this one here, I used the 3mm pearls on the edge of this one. I used 3mm crystals on the edge of this one. It gives it a little bit more shine and sparkle. So it's up to you. Like I said, use your imagination. You're going to need a toggle and 2 wire protectors. Like I said before in all my videos, if you don't have wire protectors, that's okay, because you can just sew your toggle on the same way without the wire protector. Although I recommend, when you're using Fireline or Nymo thread or 1G thread, whatever thread you're using, I recommend you get these wire protectors, because they really do protect your thread, and they make your bracelet last a lot longer. You're going to need a 10 or 12 beading needle, size 10 or 12. You're going to need Fireline, and I'm using 6-pound nanofill, my favorite thread. You're going to need a pair of scissors, and that's it. Gather all your materials and meet me back here. Okay, to get started, I've thread about 2 yards of Fireline on my needle. You are going to probably have to add more thread, but I don't like to use a large amount of thread. You can use it if you want, if you can tolerate all the knots, but I really can't tolerate the knots. So I rather tie it on and tie it off. It's so fast, quick, easy, and less headache. So to get started, you're going to pick up 2 11s, 1 6, 2 11s, 1 6, 2 11s, 1 6, 2 11s, and 1 6. And you're going to drop them like that. Oh man, the things I do when I'm filming. I'm just like a klutz, right? Alright, we're back. Business here. So this is what you're going to have. Bring those down. You don't need a very long tail. And we're going to tie some knots and make this into a ring. So I'm going to do a surgeon's knot, which is just wrapping the thread twice around and tying it without catching the bead. And do it again. And pull tight. And one more for good measure. And that's good and sturdy. Now you're exiting here, so we just want to go through a couple of beads. So we're going to go through the 6, the 2 seed beads, and the 6, and exit out of the 6. Now we're going to sew our clasp on one piece of our clasp, and we're going to use the wire protector, but I will show you how to just sew it on without the wire protector. For now, you're going to pick up 5 11/0 seed beads. Now if you don't have a wire protector, then you're just going to pick your toggle up and you're going to go sew through it like so. But because we're using a wire protector, we're going to sew through one end of our wire protector like so. Pull it down. Put your toggle piece in the opening between the wire protector and kind of give it a little squeeze to close it back up. And then now we're going to exit through the toggle just like we would if we didn't have the wire protector on it. Then you're going to go down one side, the other side that you haven't gone down yet, and you're going to go through 2 seed beads like so. And make sure your thread's caught in the wire protector in here and not across the side of it. And then you're going to pick up 3 more. And you're exiting here. Make a circle and go through the 6/0 to attach it. And it should look like that. Now you're going to go through all these beads again, through your wire protector, back down, and just continue going through here as many times as you can. I like to do it 3 times, so once we get that done, I'll see you back here. It just reinforces it. Okay, so I've gone through this 3 times to secure it. Now you're exiting out of your 6 after you've completed putting them in, going around and around. You're going to work your way up across from your toggle to be exiting out of the bead that is across from here, right up the top. So exit out of here, and we're going to do a bit of some right angle weave, which is very basic and simple beading stitch. And kind of keep your tail out of your way. So for this, once you're in the top here, you're going to pick up, one sec, I want to bring this up a little bit closer. Maybe too close, but we'll get it. Okay, so once you've exited out of this bead here, you're going to pick up 2 11s, a 6, 2 11s, a 6, and 2 11s, a 6, and 2 11s. So this is what you're going to have. You don't need another 6, you just need to have 3 on your needle because we're doing right angle weave, and you're just going to go right back through your 6 in the opposite direction, like so. And then you're going to reinforce each circle individually just because it's way too loose to leave it like this, because we're going to build on this base and we don't want it to be loose. So, and it'll just tighten it up a little bit like so. And then again, you want to exit at the top bead, like so. Okay, exit through there. So you have this. So now you're going to continue doing this all the way for the length of your bracelet. Now for this one, which I have a size 8 wrist, this one here, there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. There's 23 of these little loopy things. So you're going to have to judge on the size of your wrist. Like this little kitty's one only's got 13. This one is, I believe, it's a 7.5. So if you need a 7.5 inch bracelet, you're going to make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. You're going to make 16 of these little circles. So kind of just, you know, kind of judge the size of your bracelet or size of your wrist. And don't forget to leave a little bit of room for your toggle. So whatever toggle you use, like these are big ones, these toggles. So use a smaller toggle. You might have to add 1 extra circle in there. I would say a good inch I would leave just specifically for your toggle. So measure as you go. Don't forget to measure in this as well, because that's going to lengthen it. So that's about 1.5 inches. And it's about 1.5 inches exactly. So use your judgment. And I'll see you back here when you've got all your right angle leaves in here, and then I'll show you how to sew on the other half of your toggle. Be right back. Okay, so we're back, and I'm just doing a sample bracelet here. I'm not gonna make this into a full-fledged bracelet, but I want to make it so you can see exactly step by step what to do. So again, for the clasp, you're going to pick up 5 11/0s, like so, and you're going to pick up your wire protector if you're using one, and you're going to go through it like so. You're going to attach your toggle, other end of your toggle, and you're going to go through the toggle, back down through the other half of your wire protector, like so, and down through the first 2 beads in that row, like so. And then you're going to pick up 3 more beads, 11/0s, and you're going to come around and make a circle the same way you did at the beginning of your toggle, and making sure your thread is caught in your wire protector. And again, you're going to just go through this and reinforce it 2-3 times. And try to get your toggle to lay flat. So you're going to have to work a little bit to get your wire protector to go in this way. See how it's going here? So when you lay your bracelet down, your toggle's going to lay flat. Okay? So I'll see you back here when you get that done. Okay, so once you've got that done, you're going to be exiting out of your 6 aught seed bead, and that's exactly in the position where you want to be. So next, to put on some embellishment on the top of this bracelet, you just have to pretend this is a really big, huge bracelet. So what you're going to need for this is you're going to pick up your 15, an 11, a crystal, a 15, an 11, and then a 15. So this is what you'll have on your needle. Let those fall. Now you're exiting out of this 6/0, and you want to be exiting in this one in the same direction this thread is exiting now. So you're just going to come through here like so, and make sure you go between the beads, and you're going to pull, and this should sit nicely on top like so. Okay, come on camera, focus. Wow, there we go. Then you're going to pick up a 15 and 11, and you're going to go right back through just the crystal in the middle. So you're going back through it, and we're going to make a letter X is basically shaped. Then you're going to pick up an 11 and a 15, and you were exiting out of here on this side, so you need to just come through and make a circle again, and watch you don't catch the beads because it's very easy to do. First one's always tricky, and you're going to exit in that direction. So now you've just completed an X on top, and this is what you should have. Now I like to usually reinforce this, and it's up to you if you want to, because it makes it sit a little bit more nicer. So instead of letting them fall through the middle, so what you're going to do is just go through all your seed beads, your 2 seed beads, your middle crystal, back through this 6/0, and then you're going to go back up through the 2 seed beads, the crystal, and the 2 seed beads again. And this will tighten it right up nicely. It's going to get a lot of wear and tear on the top part, so that's why I like to reinforce it. And that's what you've got on top. So now to go and do the next one, you need to be in this 6/0 here. So you're just going to come out here and go through the 2 seed beads on the side, the 6/0 on the side, 2 seed beads on the side like so, and then through your 6/0. So you're exiting in the place you need to be. Without getting your tail in the one caught. There we go. So again, pick up a 15, an 11, a crystal, a 15, or 11 and a 15. So pick this up. You're exiting this way now, in this direction. So you're going to go across, and you're going to exit your needle the same way this is exiting here. And you're going to pull. Pick up a 15 and 11. Go back up through the crystal, like so. And watch your beads don't get snagged underneath. You can see you've exited here because you already have your 2 beads here. So you're going to pick up an 11 and a 15, and you're going to go back the same way you were originally exiting, like so. Like so. And then you're going to, again, reinforce this. So you're going to go back through the 2 seed beads, the crystal, and you can go this way if you want. It doesn't matter. Just remember which way you went. And through your 6. And back up through here, through there, and through these ones. And pull it nice and tight. And then through here. And there's your embellishment on the top of your bracelet. So you're going to go through these beads, exit here, do another embellishment, and continue this all the way down the length of your bracelet. And I'll meet you back here. Okay, so we're back. And you've got all your embellishments done on top. The bracelet is actually pretty just left like this, but I'm going to show you how to add your superduos. So let's get a few superduos. So next you're going to be working with your superduos and your 15/0 seed beads. Now you're exiting out of your 6/0 where you finished the rest of your embellishment. So you're going to work your way up until you're exiting out of that one. So you just have to go through these 2 seed beads and through the 6/0, like so. Okay, so you're exiting like that. All right. Then you're going to pick up 1 1/15, 1 superduo, or sorry, 2 superduos and 1 1/15. So this is what you're going to have on your needle. You're coming out in this direction, which is the wrong direction. So hang on. If you're coming out in your 6/0 in that direction, you're going to have to weave because you need to be going towards your work. So I goofed up. So just go through the 2 seed beads there, through your 6/0, through your 2 seed beads, and through the 6/0, so you're exiting in the direction of your beadwork. Okay? So exit this way. There. Now you're going to pick up your 15, your 2 superduos, and a 15, or your twin beads, whatever you're using. So you're exiting this way, and you're just going to make a circle in this 6/0 seed bead, like so, and come through it like so. And you're going to pull, and your superduos will sit on top like that. And then you're going to work your way through these 2 seed beads. No, there's 4. So those 2, the 2 beside the 6/0, and exit through just the 6/0. There we go. It can be a little tricky. You might even want to use a size 12 beading needle if you're finding it too hard to get through the beads. And try not to snag your superduos. So again, pick up a 15, 2 superduos, a 15. You're exiting in this direction, and you're going to make a circle and exit in the same direction you're exiting now, like so. And you're going to pull. So it looks like this. This is what you should have. So you can continue that till you get to the whole length of the bracelet. Mine's pretty short. And then I'll show you. All you have to do really is, when you get to this last bead here, you're going to go around and exit your bead across from it in the direction of your beadwork, and continue to do that all the way around until you have all of those in there. So I'll see you back here when you get all your superduos on. Okay, so we have completed the superduos. And now what you need to do is you're exiting out of your we've gone through your 2 seed beads here, exit out of your 6, go through those 2 seed beads like so, through the 6, like so. Through the 15 on this one, through the super dual on the bottom. I know it's a little complicated to see because I keep getting snagged. So it's really hard to do it this way. And then again through just the bottom of that super dual there. So like this. And then you need to be exiting out of your top of your super dual. And try to pull this tight because this will tighten all up nicely in here. If you pull everything nice and tight, it will tighten up for you. So you're exiting out of the top of the super dual going in the direction of your beadwork. You're going to pick up, as soon as I get some out here, you're going to pick up a 3mm, either it's a crystal round or you're using a pearl. And then you're going to just go right across to the very top of the next super dual so that your bead sits perfect inside between there. You're going to pick up two 15s. You're going to go across into the next group of super duos and pull. Then you're going to pick up another 3mm, again, go across to the one that's right beside it. And you have this. So we're going to pick up two 15s, go across like so, across like so, pull your work tight, keep your work nice and tight, pick up a 3mm into the super duo and pull. And this will tighten up your bracelet as you go as well. So continue to do that all the way around. And when you get through to here, you're going to come up through this super duo in your 15-0 here. You're going to go through both your super duos and come out exiting at the top here, but in this direction. You need to be in this direction, so you're going towards your beadwork. And I'll see you back here when you get done. Okay, so this is what you end up with after you've put on all your crystals and your 15-0 seed beads. Sometimes, I guess, if you, just depending on the brand of your seed beads, you might want to only put one in between if it spreads it out too much. You might want to just put one in between these. But for twin beads, you will definitely need to have two in between because twin beads are a little tiny bit smaller. So now I'm going to show you how to tie your thread off into some half hitch knots. So I'm just going to go down through the super duo and keep my thread path because you don't want to lose your thread path. And in between the super duos, I'm going to tie a half hitch knot. So 1 and 2. And I'm going to pull tight. Then you're going to go through the super duo and you're just going to go wherever your thread path is and tie yourself a bunch of knots like so. And I'm going to go through the whole loop twice and pull tight. Whoops, didn't want to do that. It's snagged over top of the super duos. And once you pull it really tight, it's really hard to loosen it up there. All right, so now let's pull tight here. Sorry about the noise of the horn. And pull your knot through your bead. And just continue doing this until you've got as many knots as you want, and you're going to snip it off as close to your bead after you've sewn through a few beads. Never cut your thread right at your knot. Sew through a few beads and then cut it off. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and that you can even make a pair of earrings out of this. Except yeah, they would make really pretty earrings. See you next week. Have a happy week. Happy beading. Bye everyone.